Hey everybody, welcome to your strength and sculpt class today. I know that sort of sounds the same, but what I mean by that is we're going to be doing some strength exercises that are using a little bit of a heavier weight, anywhere from, depending on what you'd like to use, from 8s to 20s. I'm going to probably be working more 10s, 12s, 15s. And then when we go into more of the Pilates-inspired movement, that's going to be our sculpting phase where we are doing a little bit lighter weight, maybe more reps. So maybe 3s and 5s. When I say Pilates-inspired, what I mean by that is that it's really still using control, precision of movement, your breath, a flow. It's not necessarily a Pilates class, but there are Pilates-inspired movements, meaning that a lot of these movements can mimic exercises in Pilates. But because we're taking weights into it, I don't like to necessarily call it Pilates. It's more of a sculpting class. So we're just going to get started here. Go ahead and separate your legs, draw your abdominals in, and we're just going to start to swing the arms back and forth and just sort of loosen them up. Today's workout is going to be all about the arms. Yes, every other part of the body will be being worked as well, but the focus is on shoulders, maybe biceps and triceps, and the arms. Go ahead and start to bend it, extend, and then open. Bend and open. Good. And every time you open those arms, lift your chest, pull your abs in. We'll do that a couple more times, just finding some opening of the front line of the body. Good. One more time. Good. Taking your one hand behind your head. The opposite hand can just stay down by your side. You're just going to side stretch over, lifting that elbow up to the ceiling and then come back up. Again, navel to spine, lifting up and over and then back up. One more time, and back up. Sweep that same arm across the chest, drop that shoulder down, and just get a nice little shoulder stretch. And then we'll switch it to the other side. Hand comes behind the head, take a nice big breath in, side stretch over, and then bring it up. And again. Good, finding a nice stretch to the side waist, opening up that rib cage, sweep that arm across the chest, drop that shoulder down. Good. Go ahead and interlace the hands behind your back. Push down and then lift the arms up as high as you can without your shoulders rolling forward. So you want to make sure you're not thrusting this way. It's actually a little lift of your heart. Again, always supporting your low back from engaging your abdominals. And then go ahead and release. Step back on your mat if you're on one. Let the arms just hang here. Take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, retract the chin and just sort of roll the spine down like you're rolling down an imaginary wall. When your hands meet the floor, we're going to walk out in 4 steps to a plank position. Holding it there, just draw your abdominals in. Again, take a nice full breath in. And on your exhale, just push the floor away, lifting up through the shoulder blades, chin to the chest, and walk your hands back in 4 if you can. Again, taking it out. Again, doing what you need to. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to make that happen, go ahead. Take a full breath in, and then exhale, walk it back. We're going to do that one more time, trying to find a little stretch through the hamstrings there. Work it right back out. Good, holding it, and taking it back in. Good. Separate your legs right where you are. You want to be a little bit wider than your hips. Take it back out to a plank position. Now you're going to lift your hips and you're going to reach your right hand to your left ankle. Make it back to the plank. Then you switch sides. Left hand to right ankle and back to plank. And just alternate it, finding a little spinal twist as we continue to warm up the shoulders and your powerhouse. One more to the right and one more to the left. Bring it back, find your center, pull your abs in, chin to the chest, and walk it all the way up. Roll the spine up and coming down onto your knees. Bringing your heels together, knees slightly apart. So that squeeze of your heels is going to still energize your midline body. Grab onto a lighter set of weights. So this, I'm going to use 5 shoulder raises. Typically I would use 8. But I do have an impingement in my shoulder, so I do what I can. So from here, you're just going to do a little hinge back. Keep your hands down by your side to begin with, and then bring it back up. Good. So when you're moving back, you move as one piece. So you engage your glutes, engage your core, and you just come back up. So again, a little stretch through the quads, A little hip opener. You should still feel some work in your hamstrings, glutes. One more. And now that you have that, we're going to take it as with a shoulder raise. So you're going to hinge back as your arms go forward, and then you're going to bring it back down as you come back up. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Again, this is just a nice, easy warm-up. Okay, it's simple. I shouldn't say easy. 1 more. Good. Now, staying tall, just take your right arm up across the body, back down, left arm across the body, back down. Again, everything is strong, working from your powerhouse. Good, nice and easy. Fluid movement. When I say control, Pilates principles, that is one of them. 1 more time to the other side, and then hold it. Now, make your hands out more like a Y. You're going to go back to that hinge. This time, the arms are going to go out to a Y and bring it back. And again. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold it out. Now, this time, open the arms and then bring them closed just for 4. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. 2 and 1. Bring it in and drop it down. Good. Grab a heavier set of weights. I'm going to use 10s. We're going to get our heart rate up just a little bit. So this is more like a little bit of a, like if you would do a kettlebell swing, but we're going to be on our knees. So we're going to start with our elbows bent in like a bicep curl. You're going to hinge back, you drop your chest, your arms extend behind you, and then you swing them back up. So it's pretty quick and a squeeze. You drop the hips, watch that you're not rounding your back. Again, pull your abs in strong, shoot your hips back. And we're not just necessarily like swinging the arms. Yes, they are a bit, but they are being more controlled as you bicep curl. We're gonna do 4 more. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, hold here. Right arm presses up, back down. Left arm up, back down. Good, so this is where that strength is coming in. So if you'd like, you can grab a heavier weight. At any time, you can always drop it down. Breathe. Again, principles of Pilates, breath, right? So never holding your breath, always using that breath to move you. 1 more time to the right, 1 more time to the left, and we're gonna add on. That arm is gonna go up, you're gonna side bend as you look to it, and then bring it down as you come back up. You come down, you look, you come back up. So now you really need to focus on the strength of your abdominals to make sure, again, you protect your low back. So I even have my glutes squeezed. My heels just got connected again. 1 more time each side. Good, we're gonna bring that opposite arm back up and 1 down. Look down. Right here, you're gonna do little lifts for 5, 4, 3, it's small, 2, 1, switch. Arm goes up, a little down. It's a little lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it in. Arms are bent. You're going to lower down, bicep curl. So hammer curl here. Palms will face each other. 2. Creating some heat in the body. Remember, these are short workouts, so they need to be very effective very quickly. 2 more. 1 more. Good, bringing it down. Hinge the body forward. Now, if you look, I'm flat back, abs in. Bend those elbows in and extend back. Good. Now, if you notice, my arms do not swing forward. There's a little pause and squeeze when I lengthen those arms. 3 more. 1 more time. Good, bringing it all the way up. Arms come back, narrow set. Inhale, both arms this time. Slowly bringing it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Good, 4 more. Keep those elbow points forward. Now, I will say this too. Last 2, when you're on your knees, you don't have your legs helping you with that movement. This time, drop it down. Drop 1 weight, opposite hand comes behind, hand comes behind your head. Looking forward, go ahead and side bend over and back up. So this is just gonna work your core. Giving those arms a little bit of break. Yeah, so when you're on your feet, it's very easy to use the bottom half of your body to levitate your arms up, switch hands. So when you're on your knees or even sitting down and you do arm work, it actually makes you work a little bit harder. You might notice that you get tired and fatigued with that same weight a little quicker. We'll do 4 more. I wasn't counting, so you're probably getting a bonus one. I know I'm moving a little quick here, but I'm still engaged. 1 more. Good, bringing it up. This time, flip the palms forward. Okay, elbows out slightly. You're gonna go into a W bicep curl. Good, using that breath again. The more you can squeeze your heels, the more you're gonna feel that midline connection, and it's gonna support your powerhouse as you move so you're not rocking all over the place. 1 more. Good, take the weights together. Arms go straight up overhead. You're gonna bend them, elbow points stay as far forward as you can, and extend. Very nice, good. Again, this is where a lot of people can end up arching your back. So drop that tailbone, pull your low abdominals in. Let's go for 3 more. Extend all the way up. 1 more time. Good, bring it all the way down. Hold it like a prayer, okay? You're gonna inhale, prayer press up, slow down. Inhale up, exhale down. We're just doing 5 more here. Working into those shoulders. You should start to get a little fatigued. 1 more time. Good, and bring it in all the way down. Now you're gonna start with your palms. We're gonna alternate. You're gonna go into a hammer and then up, hammer back down, and then alternate. So it is gonna go a little bit quicker, maybe passing in space. So the arm doesn't get much of a rest. Good, and at any time, if it starts to bother your knees, you can either put your knees on a pillow or you can actually come up to standing. Just make sure that you're not using the lower half of your body to energize the upper half. We want those muscles doing all the work. 2 more each side. 1 more. Good, and then same thing. On this one, drop your weights, grab a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go with 5s. You can go with 8s if you'd like. Chest is open, abs are in. Again, connect midline. Press those arms out. Little lifts here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Important to keep the shoulders wide. Good, hold this next one up. Little circles for 5, 4, 3, really extend them. 2, 1, reverse it for 5, 4, 3, and 1. Give me the tiniest bend, the biggest reach. Tiniest bend, biggest reach. Here's 6, reach. 5. Good, here's 3, 2, and 1, and bring it all the way up. Good, we have 1 more thing for our shoulders. It's gonna be an alternating combo. So I'm gonna use a little bit lighter weight here. Arms are gonna start at a 90-degree bend. We're gonna lift up to 90, come out, and then go out, longer lever. Come back in. So it's a short lever, and then a long lever. You're gonna sort of see another phase of these coming up. It's just gonna work a little bit more of the back rather than the shoulders. 1 more, up, and reach, down. Taking one of those lighter weights, keeping it in front, and then bring one of your heavier weights as well. Coming down onto your left hip, or if you're facing me, it'll be the opposite. Taking that top leg, this one, we're just gonna go ahead and lift your hips up again. Still working shoulders. So anytime your arm is down and you pick your hip up, you can't be here. You have to push away, okay? So that elbows, then you're gonna open, so a little rotator cuff. So that left arm is probably, or left shoulder is probably getting tired, or at least the one you're on. Good, here's 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, bring it down. Now take your heavier weight. You have the option to stay on your form or come up onto your hand. We're gonna prop yourself up, that leg is still down, okay? So you're gonna do a little rotation and you're gonna do a row up. Little rotation, engage your core, up. So it's a row, up. We got 2 more just like that. 1 more. Now you can stay like this, or when you row, the leg will come up. Row, squeeze. 3 more. 2. Hold it. Extend that arm up. Good. That leg can lower. You're going to slowly lower it down. Just for 5, up, shoulder height. Here's 4. 3, probably should have gone a little lighter. 2, and 1 more time. And 1, good. Bring it down. Bring your legs into a nice little Z sit and just take yourself up and over. That shoulder that was just down, you're gonna bend it and you're gonna pull the opposite arm up and over. So the one that you were just on, you're sort of stretching, and again, you can bring it across the chest. Coming to the other side. Lighter weight in hand. Coming up onto the hip, option to keep your hip down. Just make sure that you're tall through your waistline, and just open and close. 2. Hug that elbow into the rib cage. After being on this shoulder, I actually feel it a lot. 3 more. Here's 2. 1 more. Sink it down. Get rid of that weight. Come onto your hand. You're gonna prop yourself up. You're gonna do a little rotation and a row. Rotate. 3 more. 2, 1 more. Good. I'm sorry, I was all the way up. You don't have to be. And then go ahead, lift the leg up and down. 2, I made it harder for myself. If you followed me, I apologize. 2 more. Last one. Hold the leg up, arm goes up. Slowly lower it down. Lift for 5. Now I'm seeing myself use a little momentum, so I'm gonna make sure my range of motion was a little smaller. Take those legs, Z-sit, take it up and over. Go ahead and take that arm, stretch. Good, arms should start to feel a little cached here. We're gonna come onto all 4s. So 3 variations of push-ups. If your wrists are bothering you, one good way that you can do this is take your heavier weights and your hands will just go on sort of the handles of the weights. And then that way you're not on your wrists. So you're gonna start in quadruped, meaning wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. For the first set, these are the easiest. Pull your abs and your body just moves along for the ride. You're gonna bend them and press. So this one, your hips get to be up in the air, okay? So, but you're moving, so your hips don't really drop. They actually just go forward and back with the movement of the elbows. Good, now hold. Walk your knees back. This is round 2. Hover the hover the heels. Tuck your tailbone under. Your gaze is forward. Same thing this time. Drop down and up. One more. Sit it back and stretch. Now you always have option to drop your feet down into a full plank. You can come back to that quadruped or knees, okay? So taking it back to your full plank, if you have it, and you're just gonna bend the elbows, press back up. Now here again, I have a little shoulder impingement, so it doesn't allow me to go as far down as I would like. So I'm just doing a smaller range. Hold it up, drop your knees, sit it back and stretch. That's what's so beautiful about Pilates is it really teaches you how to work within your range of motion in a safe position. Taking it all the way up. Taking those same weights, taking them back slightly behind you. Okay, I'll do this in an angle. They're gonna be right at your hips. You're gonna lift your hips up, shift your weight slightly towards your heels, and you're gonna bend and come up. 2, 3. 6, 2 more, because we only have 2 rounds of these. Sit your bottom down, go ahead and stretch it forward. Now for this next one, again, option, you don't have to use your weights, your hands can be on the floor. Okay, fingers would be towards you or slightly out to the side. This time you're gonna lift your hips up. You're gonna take the leg out, and as you bend your elbows, you bend your knee in, you press out. So you're getting a little hamstring as well. I told you, you're gonna be working more than just the arms. One more on this side. Switch legs, bend, extend. 2 more. 1 more. Foot comes down, drop it down, face me. Stretch it out. Short and effective, right? Take that right arm across the body. Just how we started, drop that shoulder. This time, take that arm up, glide the fingers down the center of your back. With the opposite hand, just pull that elbow back behind you slightly. And if you want, you can side bend over. Taking it back up, opposite arm across the chest. Taking it up and bend. Crawling the fingers down the middle of the back, allowing the opposite arm to sort of assist that. Stretch and then side bend over. Okay, this is a move that is really done in Pilates. You do it where you can go, please don't hurt yourself. But your hands start in the back, your fingers face away. You just slowly slide down until you start to feel a stretch. And when you get there, make sure your elbows aren't hyperextended. I have to sort of bend my elbows a little. And you just sort of rock side to side. Find center, maybe squeeze your elbows a little bit closer together, lift your heart a little bit, and then come all the way up, finish center, arms come up, take a nice big inhale, lift, and reach it forward. Stretch the arms forward as you push back. You might feel a little side stretch, hip stretch. There's so many areas that this stretch goes into. Rolling it all the way back up. Inhale, arms come up. Cactus those arms. Exhale, bend wide. Inhale up and exhale out. Once again,